up to serve first is Gabe Finocchi, the man in the bright orange, neon, yellow, green, the big old Finocchi in the back.
It's rainbow colored.
Rainbow colored. He's ready to go, and he is swinging away. Ravi Kandula to receive. He will get the first one. A nice little backhand to kick things off.
And Gross is hitting some of the dirtiest serves I've ever seen.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my gosh. Except for Modell, who is left-handed. Puts it quite wide.
Oh, he's up there. He gets the height to get the body up and then puts it away. Finocchi was ready for that. Candula, he loves to hit those nice and high and get those pulls going. Finocchi, training partner, as you said, he was ready for that. He put his body up in that sky, and he got the job done. All of these players, crazy good on the serve-receive. As we've talked about, Ben, as you talked about earlier, serve-receive can be made easier when it pops up and hits the rim, but Ravi's ready for Gabe's hit. Goes with the tweener. Finocchi, though, he's got the above-the-head set. No hit violation called on Max Modell, unfortunately, stepping in that 3-foot circle around that net.
An unfortunate error there from Modell. A ridiculous touch or two.
Ryan Gross, Ravi Candula, they've got quite a lead right now. 4 points and holding. Candula to serve, whips out the fuego, ton of cut spin on that. Finocchi has to make a move. Modell seemed like he gave up out of that point, but though he looked up, the ball was there, and he puts it away.
Yeah, not sure if Modell had made a call about something, if there was a fault of some kind, maybe a foot drag, actively called by the observer.
Looks like he did because Ravi to serve again. This time it is a righty, just swings away and he just takes him down.
Wow.
Modell regretting that call or something because he had the point and all of a sudden snatched away. This is the time you try to stop that bleeding and see if you can go on a run of your own. You've seen it possible. Gross and Candula are doing it just fine. Oh, that's ruthless from Candula.
A ridiculously low reverse cut. My goodness. You just get to see a better angle on this to appreciate how much Max has to move.
Oh, it just gets pranked out of his mind.
Yeah, and Modell is more or less airborne as the ball is getting hit.
There it is!
Fuego. This one clean. And at this point, not really need to call a timeout, just trying to get through some reps and get some touches.
Look how far he gets his body over to the other side, puts spin on it as well, and even with 2 big steps, Finocchi cannot get there.
The fuego, a skill that very few high-level players are still practicing.
Ooh, Ravi with a bit of a bad set, but Gross survives it. Modell now. Great flick with the left hand. Despite getting a hand on it there, Candula cannot make it happen.
And as easy as he makes it look, that off-net hit by Ryan Gross here is spectacular. He's about 6.5 feet off when he's hitting the ball, and it's coming off with pace. Modell has to struggle just to get that back to net. So talented.
Do or die now for Modell. Lefty just puts it on, goes for the drop. Gross recovers it. Candula puts it up. This is gettable. Finocchi gets a hand on it. Modell with the set. Finocchi with the pull, and it'll get the job done. Well, game 1 still has some signs of life in it for Finocchi and Modell. At least they are still swinging away as hard as ever. Keeping those serves warm for game 2, I suppose you could say. That one's good, though, from Finocchi. Candula gets a hand on it, and he will do what he does best. He will go for the pull, and he will put it up and over. It's Ravi's specialty yet again. But we are at game point here for Ravi Candula, Ryan Gross. They are sitting pretty, 20-14.
Little instep.
Ravi with the set. Ryan with the push. Modell cannot get there, and that does it for game 1. Ryan swings away, and Max just that clips the top of his fingers and pops up. This is already not the start that Modell and Finocchi were looking for. Oh, Ryan Gross with the lefty. Finocchi, despite making a running effort at it, cannot get that ball up to his partner. Can he go again? He'll go for the drop. Modell recovers it beautifully. He'll go right into the body of Ravi, though, who then gets one on.
Yeah, not enough time for Modell to really set anything up, so he's just stuck on an island there, setting up with his body because the set's already coming back in, and he has to just hope and pray that Ravi makes a hitting, not error per se, but just a miscue and hits the ball into him.
Back to the action in front of us here. It is Candula, who doesn't swing away, instead drops it straight to Finocchi. He hits it into Ravi's body, though, so he'll have another chance at it. Another defensive touch. Modell with a lefty, and he gets it done.
What an impressive feat there. A really confusing first hit from Candula. What a weird choice there, just tap the ball net. But he gets the touch, he trusts his defense, and then isn't able to convert the next time, with Modell just taking care of business and avoiding the hit zone and any traffic jams with Gross as he jumps across the net. Ball back in the dangerous hands of Ryan Gross. Picking up more or less where his teammate Ravi left off last game.
Was that clean?
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That was absurd. That ball might have hit the net and then just went down from there.
He'll go again, this time just swinging hard. Finocchi will answer that with a hard swing of his own, but good upper body defense from Ryan Gross, who goes up, gets the ball. Ravi with the set and Gross with the put away. Such
a good touch. Gross gets way too high, using that length and that frame to get that first touch and making sure for Candula that set is playable and gives Gross the option to put the ball away.
That is a ruthless drop. Modell floored. Well, I was about to say, I know it's early, but it is time for Finocchi to answer, and he does that with a beautiful righty cut, putting that one just out of arm's length there from Ryan Gross. He gets a hand on it, but cannot pop the ball up. Finocchi goes again, swings away with his right, not connecting.
Yeah, that conservation of greatness for Ryan Gross. Gets some aces and also gives some aces back to the field.
Oh, Modell has a shot at this. Ravi gets it right to him. Finocchi with the set. Modell with the left. Ravi with a body attempt. Doesn't work.
Yeah, such a good first touch from Modell there, tracking down the ball and getting it all the way back to net here. Look, he sets his feet under the ball, and it looks like they're in system, just receiving a normal serve. Finocchi is setting the ball from inside the no-hit zone. So comfortable, so clean for that break. So we're going to rotate 9-6 now.
But that's exactly
Candula Gross.
What Finocchi and Modell needed to do. They got a couple of back. They've got to hold, and they've got to allow for a couple more points to come their way. Modell has a shot at this. Ravi, a diving body. Gross makes a move, the perfect set, but oh no!
Just hits rim, I think.
Rim from Candula. You see that expression on his face. He knew he had the play on it. Everyone knew he had the play on it.
First touch here on the replay is astounding. Gross back to the net. Money on the set. Might have dropped a dime somewhere in the middle of that play.
Within two now. Modell swings away with his right. Candula receives. Gross makes it happen. This is gettable for Modell. He puts it up. Finocchi's got to take his time here. Good high set. Modell cannot get there. But Finocchi, I mean, he is in this power position. He wants to be here. He is within one with the game, well, in his control. But as I say that, Candula takes the pull. Good old-fashioned hit it a mile high and away from your opponents, and it works without much problem at all.
Yeah, a little surprising. We talked about how Finocchi and Candula are training partners in New Jersey, and Modell also not a stranger to them in New Jersey. But a nice soft touch here from Gross. Wow.
Finocchi's there. Modell with the set. He rips it away. Finocchi with a good put away. Ravi gets the defensive touch, but not up enough.
Yeah, interestingly, though, for Finocchi and Modell, not getting as many of those defensive touches or rotating as cleanly as you'd expect. We talked about the polls game one, the OB poll for Ravi Candula being an important thing and pretty much his bread and butter. So not covering those is an interesting, maybe strategic decision or miscue on the rotation for the defense.
Righty cut. Finocchi receives it well. Modell with a poor set, but Finocchi with diving over the net. You can see Max Modell saying, hey, thanks, partner. You saved me on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Having a teammate who's as athletic, we talked about him being Neon Ninja, a very just quick and athletic, explosive athlete like Finocchi on your team. He can bail out a lot of things. He can forgive quite a few miscues.
Oh, well, that time the miscue was on Ravi Candula. It was his set that was off the net, set Ryan Gross up for an awkward hit on three, and he was unable to put that ball away, giving Finocchi the defensive touch and giving Finocchi and Modell the point.
Like we said, the momentum we felt is in shifting and having to capitalize on getting the spot and making that play in this big moment. Absolutely critical. Oh, a touch on the pole.
He gets it. Max Modell gets it done. You see the excitement, but man, that's a point.
Yeah,
like that replay.
Moments ago we said they're not covering the pole, and here they adjust, and Max slides into that pole and gets a clean touch, and great set for the put away from Finocchi.
Calls Nothing there, but a great body from Finocchi. The set from Max is not there, but again, it is a diving effort. Unfortunately, no hit zone call on Finocchi after he saves another poor set from Modell. Diving effort, and honestly, he deserved to have that. It is Gross and Candula to receive. Theoretically, they should tie this up, but Finocchi with 800 different fakes. Make sure Candula has to work for it.
Yeah, working on his FPSs is that where
Fakes per second.
does not want to go into extra points if he can help it. Oh my goodness!
He gets the break on the point to win the game.
That was ridiculously
They'll
good.
discuss it, but they call it clean.
Yeah. Just, that's a textbook cut serve. It's low, it's moving fast, it's going wide, and it's
so low, too.
So understandable that Candula's having a hard time receiving that.
Finocchi, he was heating up at the end of that last game. It all started out. It was the story of Ryan Gross. It was him with his 8 breaks, 6 to 8 breaks, something ridiculous. And it was Finocchi who really changed the game by breaking it in his own right on the other side. This time it could be that again as he perfectly sets up Max Modell to put it away. The serve from Finocchi, some good defense, and they get another point.
Yeah, a pretty weak set from Candula, a little bit off net, and it forces Gross to go with his weak hand, a lefty, of course, really strong, but when it's off net like that, too easy for the defense to line up. Here, same thing happening.
Modell got on that, and that was very impressive, but Ryan Gross is still here. Modell gets another touch, though, and Finocchi, good set, pull with his left, and Modell, he is able to get that cleanly. Ryan Gross looked like he was hunting for that hinder, but Modell was out of the way. Another point for Fanaki Modell.
Yeah, Gross sizing up. Maybe he was trying to throw a foot out for a set potentially, too. Unsure what was going wrong there, but maybe he just couldn't get his feet to the ball in time for the set.
Reverse cut from Ryan Gross. You see the expression on Kandula's face. He was like, oh my goodness, that was a serve and a half.
Yeah. Only worth 1 point, unfortunately. Get another look here. This ridiculous angle. Finocchi claps, claps his hands too. And it's interesting to see Gross with a lot of different approaches, not only to his serves, but also his footwork. He's really leaning into some of those versus other ones where he might be a little more upright.
That's a dirty drop, but Modell gets a hand on it. Finocchi, good set. Ravi's there, pops it up, but Gross has to chase. Kandula has a shot at this. He'll swing hard, and he cannot get it.
And Finocchi now trying to extend the lead he started building at the beginning of Game 3.
Oh, that's a great serve, but again, well received. Here's the pull. It's got a lot of distance, but Max chases it down. Finocchi just putting the ball up. Modell, a chance, gets it on. Kandula with the set. Gross, another pull. Modell gives chase. Finocchi now sets. Modell, another shot at it. Up and over Kandula. The crowd goes wild. Point of the day without question.
See Max give chase here, but the credit really goes to these touches from Finocchi. The first set of the point where Modell has to tap that on. Just incredible amount of time Finocchi gives his teammate to get back to the net, keep the point alive, tap it on, and then come back to get the next touch on for the put away.
That was some of the most textbook defensive play from Max Modell. You saw that energy. Ravi is ready to release that energy, wants to win these points. He is so close to bridging this gap, but Finocchi, he's hungry to put this one away too. Body up, but he leans too far back. Diving effort. Modell with a put on, successful. Candula puts it up. Modell just misses the defensive touch.
What a fantastic second effort here. Finocchi gets the ball high enough that Modell can at least find it, and it's not clean enough for a put away, but they do get to keep playing defense.
Well, now the sun directly in a couple of these players' eyes.
Yeah, very much a factor in what kind of serves you want to hit, making sure you get the ball high.
Oh, good body up, and that might be the hinder call. Finocchi swings away at it anyway.
Unfortunate.
Hoping to get it on.
Yeah, it's that split-second decision where you either get to make the hinder call or you get to play through. And for Modell, knowing how few and far between those defensive touches might be from Finocchi, he chooses to take that play through, goes for the set, and at risk means that Finocchi doesn't get the point and they lose it. No replay there.
Finocchi, good pull, but Gross is there. Now he's got a pull of his own, but Modell chases. Little hard. Finocchi's got to recover. He does beautifully. Modell swipes at it. Perfect. Kandula sets. Gross with the pull, and no one is there. Nice lefty shot from Ryan Gross to give them the point.
Yeah, and if you see on the replay here, that second touch not quite good enough to set Max up for that put-away hit, whereas Ravi here off net gives Gross a great over-the-middle set. He has a no problem taking that centered set and just putting it away with his left. Too easy for such high-level players here in the gap.
It is now getting very close to that 21 mark. Candula and Gross 1 point away from tying it up. Ravi wants this. He goes for Fuego. Modell has to dive. Finocchi gets the set, but Modell misses, and that's the break Candula was looking for.
And a lead change now. Remember, it's a game to 21. We have to be winning by 2. So
a huge swing and an ace.
As
no touch. Ryan Gross not there.
2018 needs a 2-point lead, and he takes it immediately after getting the 1-point lead back.
Match point, cannot afford a fault. Swings hard, it's good. Modell plays it, goes for the pull. Ravi gets a touch. Gross sets, puts it away, and we're tied.
Whoa. What a great touch here from Candula. Wasn't sure if I saw a no-hit zone infraction called on Max Modell in the background there, but it's all the same. One way or another, it's a break for Gross and Candula. Not only are we getting extra points, we're getting extra points in Game 3 of the Premier Finals matchup.
Again, it is win by 2. Got to stretch to that lead. Finocchi will not choose to play that one as it clipped the rim.
Gross gathers.
Drops. Finocchi receives. Modell calls it and so receives it perfectly. We saw a little bit of a soft touch there from Ravi, calling it clean, but a discussion from the observers about what happened. We have both the one motion and soft touch rule in effect, so it can hit multiple parts of your body as long as it is one fluid motion, and after that, obviously we didn't have the right angle from where we're positioned currently, but Candula then hit the soft touch, Gross put it on, and gets the point.
Yeah, so looks like there's a lot of context happening into Candula's hand and body here, and we don't have a great view. But Fanaki and Modell did not think that that was a clean touch or a clean first motion. Observers call clean there. So that means it is, by calling clean, it means it was legal. And if you call an infraction and it's not illegal and it's not an illegal touch, it's a loss of point for making an incorrect infraction call.
Goes for the Fuego. Modell receives. Backhand from Finocchi. Ravi decides not to dive. That ball out of reach. That was a nail biter, though.
Yeah, a really interesting positioning for how Finocchi approaches it. It looks like he's setting up his feet for a big pull shot, and then it actually becomes, instead of a forehand pull, a backhand pull or push into Candula.
Good serve from Finocchi, but well received again. Candula hits it hard. Modell was there. He knew what was coming. He gave chase, but no good.
Yeah, Ravi likes to say that if he can hit it really far and you can get all the way back to that, good for you. But he's going to continue to challenge you with that really hard to return long, high pull shot. Even if Modell knows it's coming, he can't get it.
Again, match point in Gross's hands. He swings hard, hits it right. Modell, tough receive. Finocchi recovers. Modell swings hard, but good defense. Candula, a chance, but botches it. Modell has a shot now. Finocchi, bad set. Modell dives, recovers. Candula, another chance to put this game away, and he does. That is it.
Match.
In Game 3 in extras, Candula and Gross make a comeback in Game 3, and they put it away, taking here in Richmond, and they are your champions here of this Richmond Spikeball Tour Series. Second challenger event of the year is Candula and Gross on top.
What a battle between these two teams, back and forth. They split the first 2 games, they push into extras, and it takes 50 whole points to decide a champion in Game 3. I'm so floored by the performance by all the players here, but a huge credit to Ravi Candula, his first time winning an event at a Spikeball Tour Series finals, so big ups to him. Ryan Gross gets one of his next few pitchers as well, and for Fanaki and Modell, a great effort too, but today, not their day.